You know, I can't judge what any other athlete is going through, but what we know historically is many athletes, and they still do, call it a warm-up. The simple fact of the matter is they do whatever they need to warm the body up. That does not take into consideration the nervous system or the specificity of the movement you're going to have to do that day. So classically what you would see, let's take soccer for example, a couple jogs around the pitch, put some warmth in the legs. Nothing wrong with that. But then the second they get done moving, they're back on the pitch doing some kind of a static stretch. That may take anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes. Long holds. Well, essentially what those long holds do is, in simple terms, it starts shutting the nervous system down. And we know if we do these long static stretches, it can resonate 30 minutes upwards to 2 hours where your ability to express power is diminished. Well, when I'm an athlete, whether it's soccer, football, basketball, power is the #1 resource I need to have within all those movement patterns. So classically, warming the body up to then just shut it back down doesn't put an athlete on a path of success. Whereas an integrated movement preparation actually prepares you for what you need to do. On top of there's value in that training session by itself. Recovery is going to happen during every component of the session in addition to post-session. So you'll see us use things like massage sticks or trigger point actually within the session. When I give someone 1 to 2 minutes off, I don't want it to be passive necessarily. I want them to continue to try to generate blood flow in areas that are constricted, and I want to keep that tissue healthy and warm as we go through our movement patterns. So utilizing light stretch and light massage within those 1 to 2 minute breaks, whether it's on the field or in the weight room, is critical. So we're getting that acute recovery process, if you would, during the training itself. But after training is where we really make our money from a recovery perspective. As I ask all my athletes, are you more prepared to train before or after a training session? They laugh at me. Coach, that's a dumb question, right? Well, sure it is, but what's the answer? Of course, before. Exactly. Because training acutely makes you worse. It's what happens between training sessions that actually adapts you and makes you better. So that recovery is the limiting factor to performance. So from there, we're looking at specific things like massage and stretch to keep the health of the tissue. From there, we look at nutrition, so post-workout shake or just getting healthy foods in your body if you're a younger athlete to make sure your body has the building blocks for its internal builders to use. Growth of muscle, nervous system activation, all those good things, the biochemistry balance of the system. From there, your core temperature is through the roof after a hard training session, especially here in Arizona. So we want to dump you immediately in a cold plunge that's roughly 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. That decreases your core temperature, allowing the body's natural ability to start to recover, come to life. The water has a hydrostatic pressure component, which helps decrease inflammation. The cold itself helps decrease inflammation. All these things tied together with massage, stretch, and nutrition puts you on the best path to go into the next training session adapted, super compensated, allowing you to train that much harder. All of the stretching we do is self-based stretching, right? So you don't even need a stretch rope or any tools from there. When we look at massage, if you don't have a foam roll or trigger point, very simple things. You can use mom or dad's rolling pin from the kitchen, right? Just like a massage stick. You can use a tennis ball or a baseball, or if you're brave, a golf ball to work on any of your trigger point type work, right? You can take ice, put it in a bathtub. If you're very brave, you can take that cold shower. Right, so if we look at massage, stretch, and the hydrotherapy piece, right, everyone can do that. From a nutritional perspective, if you cannot afford or don't have access to a post-workout shake, having something quality like a chocolate milk or a peanut butter type sandwich where it has a high protein carbohydrate resource, which simply you're just refueling your body after that workout. There are simple solutions for you to get that work done. At the end of the day, growing up, I had wood-tipped golf clubs. And my dad said, if you were to play Tiger, could he continue to beat you with these clubs? And I said, yeah, he probably could. He's like, then those clubs are good enough for you. At the end of the day, it's about the execution and the consistency, not the tools that you have.